If someone calls your name in the middle of the night, don't answer. No matter how much the voice sounds like someone you love, because once you respond, it learns your voice too. I never believed in that stupid superstition, not until the night I ruined my life. It began after we moved into this old house. The kind with long, narrow hallways and doors that creak even when no one touches them. My parents bought it cheap because the previous owner passed away suddenly. That's how the realtor said it. But the neighbors whispered something else. He disappeared. The first night was fine. Just me, my bed, and the unfamiliar sounds of the house settling. But the second night, I woke up at 2:59 a.m. to the sound of footsteps, slow, dragging footsteps coming from the hallway. I thought my dad was getting water until someone whispered, "Hey." I froze. The voice was right outside my bedroom door, barely audible, like the breath of a dying person. "Hey, are you awake?" It sounded like my mom. Almost, but something was wrong. The tone wasn't worried or gentle. It sounded hungry. Open the door. I didn't move, didn't breathe. The voice scraped through the wood like nails. "I can see you. Get up." I wanted to scream, but the words wouldn't come out. After a long silence, the footsteps dragged away. The next morning, my mom laughed. "Nightmares," she said. But that night it returned. This time it called my name. "Daniel, come here." The voice was deeper, broken, like someone trying to speak with a crushed throat. I hid under my blanket, heart racing against my ribs as the doorknob slowly turned. It didn't open, but the voice changed again. Sharper, closer. "Daniel, answer me." I grabbed my phone thinking of calling the police, but the screen glitched. A message appeared. "Don't talk to it, don't look at it, don't listen." The lights flickered. The whisper turned into a violent pounding on the door. "Daniel, open up!" The voice was screaming now. But it wasn't my mother's anymore. It wasn't even human, then silence. I stayed awake until sunrise. Day 3, I begged my parents to believe me. They said I was sleepwalking, imagination, stress. That night, they heard it too. 3:07 a.m., a scream tore through the hallway. "Let me in!" My dad rushed to the door, shouting for the intruder to leave, but when he swung it open, no one was there. And then the lights died. We heard something crawl across the ceiling. A slow scraping, like bones grinding against wood. My little sister cried, "I don't like the crawling man," as she pointed upward. We ran into the living room, but it followed, always above us, always whispering. Daniel said my name. Now I want his voice. My parents tried to escape, but every door was locked. Windows nailed shut, as if the house itself didn't want us to leave. The last thing I remember before passing out was that voice whispering inside my ear. "You heard me. Now I hear you." Morning came, police arrived. They said the house was empty when they burst in. They found my parents outside, collapsed on the lawn. But they didn't find me, because I never left the house. I'm still here, trapped behind the walls, watching shadows with mouths and no eyes, listening to the thing that walks upside down. Every night at 3:03 a.m. it calls my name again, repeating the same question. Can I borrow your voice? If you're hearing this, if you're listening to my story, then it already knows you exist. And tonight, when the footsteps start and the voice says your name, whatever you do, don't answer. Don't look, because once you respond, it knows where to find you. And it's already on its way.